Cradle's Curse, a story of Evelyn Wren who died in child's birth. In the small town of Black Hollow, there stood an ancient house at the edge of the woods. It had been in the Wren family for generations, passed down like an heirloom. But no one lived there now. No one dared. 30 years ago, Evelyn Wren had died in that house, screaming through the agony of childbirth. Her husband, Thomas, had begged the midwife to save her, but it was no use. The baby came into the world as Evelyn slipped away, her last breath a soft whisper against the newborn's cheek. Grief consumed Thomas, but something else crept into his sorrow, unease. The house did not feel empty. At night, he heard soft crying, though his daughter, Elora, slept soundly in her cradle. Shadows flickered in the corners. The scent of Evelyn's perfume lingered in the hallways, and the rocking chair in the nursery creaked on its own. At first, Thomas convinced himself it was grief playing tricks on his mind, but when Elora turned one, the presence became undeniable. One night, as he rocked his daughter to sleep, he heard a whisper, "She's mine." Thomas froze. The voice was soft, but it carried a weight of sorrow and something darker, something possessive. He turned toward the cradle. The blankets inside shifted as if unseen hands were tucking them in. A soft lullaby hummed through the air, one he had not sung. Terrified, Thomas fled with Elora in his arms. He left the house behind, moving to the city, vowing never to return. But houses do not forget. Years passed, and Elora grew into a young woman. She had no memory of the house or her mother's ghost. That changed on her 21st birthday when a letter arrived. The house was now hers. Against her father's desperate pleas, Elora returned to Black Hollow, drawn by a force she couldn't explain. The moment she stepped inside, the air thickened, dust coated the furniture, but the cradle in the nursery was pristine, as if someone had been caring for it all these years. That night, Elora dreamt of a woman in white standing over her bed. The woman's face was obscured by shadows, but she whispered in a voice filled with longing, "My baby, I've waited so long." Elora woke with a start, a cold hand brushing her cheek. She gasped and turned on the light, but the room was empty. Over the following nights, the dreams grew stronger. The whispers became pleas. The rocking chair moved on its own. The cradle would be empty one moment and filled the next, as if an invisible infant lay swaddled inside. Then, on the 7th night, Elora saw her. Evelyn stood at the foot of the bed, pale and sorrowful, her empty arms reaching forward. "Come to me, my love. Let me hold you." Elora wanted to run, but something in her mother's voice pulled her forward. A deep, aching sadness filled her heart, a longing for a mother she had never known. She stepped closer. Evelyn's arms wrapped around her, and Elora felt the warmth of a love she had been missing her entire life. But as the embrace tightened, the warmth turned to ice. A crushing pressure filled her chest, and she gasped for breath. Through the haze of pain, she realized, her mother wasn't letting go.